So I wanted to create a very fun classic pinup look for you guys. I know I've done celebrity looks on my channel in the past that are probably pretty easy and basic to follow and still look great. There's also the difference between, like, I guess an everyday simple eye and a bold lip. Those are always fun to throw on when you don't have a lot of time to deal with eyeshadows. But I do think that there is a difference in detail and the overall simplicity or classic or elegance of the look. I do have a lot of neutral eyes and fun bold lips on my channel, but a lot of them would not necessarily be something I would wear on a specific special occasion. A lot of those looks are more work related, just sort of fun everyday looks. So when I do or when I am going out for a special occasion with my friends and family and I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures, I actually don't like to wear a lot of eye makeup, believe it or not, because sometimes the eye makeup can close in on your eyes and you can't really see your eyes as much, and it kind of just ages the picture. It kind of puts a, you know, a stamp on the exact year or what your skill level of blending was at the time. It's really all you can focus on rather than the moment of that picture. This is, once again, this is great for beginners because I've explained a lot of details in here, so it may not be the shortest tutorial, even though it is a very easy look to accomplish. So to get started on the look, I've already taken my 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream. I like natural products because sometimes my skin and eyes are very sensitive, and this is just easier on them. And then the All Natural Face Magic Vegan Eyeshadow Primer. I'm allergic to silicone, and this is one of the few primers that stands up to Too Faced Shadow Insurance and doesn't have silicone in it. I'm going to put on the lip balm first, so it has time to soak in. Inglot 111R, which is the medium sort of tan peachy colored shade. It'll work with a lot of skin tones. It's basically just an all-over flesh tone color I like to put over my primer when I'm doing neutral looks. Alright, I'm now going to take this darker color from 112R and go in the outer corner. I'm going to stay a little bit below the soft tone, just so you have the soft tone as the dominant background color. This outer corner color is mostly just to create a little bit more of a sultry, pin-up vixen type of look. White shade, and just carefully go over the edges just to soften it, and then one more move into 112R to soften it. So whenever you're working in the crease, or the majority of the work is in the crease, you really want to put a lot of emphasis onto reshaping the brow bone so that the crease stays clean and neat. Probably right about here, right after you're done with the mattes. Maybe you don't even want the darker outer colors in the outer corner. Maybe we just want to do the two-toned eyeshadow, that's fine. But I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil in Matte Camille. For me, my philosophy of doing a neutral look or a pinup style look is I always want to give it a little something extra to make it special if I have the time, if time permits. Sometimes I just definitely want to do a neutral look, and if I can give myself the time to do so, I like to take it a little further. I'm going to take 453, which is a frosty white. For me, a pinup look is all about doing more of like a sexy, kind of old school Marilyn Monroe Playboy look, where there actually is a lot of makeup involved, but the colors are very classic. I'm also going to put this in the outer corner of the brow bone and blend it back. If you're watching this and thinking, wow, I really don't think that that's the way Marilyn Monroe applied her makeup, she most probably likely did not apply it the way I'm using things, like with the eyes first and the face second. I'm sure she did her canvas first and her eyes last. It's not the way I like to do things, but you can go ahead and flow with it any way you want. You can always do your canvas first if that's what you like. I'm going to take Inglot Gel Liner in number 77, which is a waterproof matte gel liner. I'm just dotting this on the lower lash line to sort of map out a slightly heavier wing that I'm going to be doing. This is a synthetic Sally's pointed angle brush. I'm gonna start drawing the outline for the wing. I think if you're a beginner or you need a quick, easy tell-all way of how to do a winged liner, I'm gonna take the time to do it for you now, since this is an otherwise very simple look, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen pinup looks before. And we're gonna just color in the gel. Try to make sure that the ink of the gel liner or liquid liner, whatever you're choosing to use, is really close to the lash line. So if your gel liner isn't looking too perfect, you can fix it right up with a matte eyeshadow. This is N Wild's Coloricon eyeshadow in Panther, and if you're new to makeup, I recommend getting some inexpensive drugstore singles like Wet n Wild, because they're like $1.99 each, sometimes buy one get one half off, so it's a really good bargain. So if my gel liner isn't looking so snazzy, sometimes, you know, I can do it on, you know, sometimes I'm having a good day and I can do it. Sometimes I'm really tired and it doesn't come out the way I want, but eyeshadow fixes it. So if you're new to gel liner and you feel like you could use like a second chance at doing it, I recommend it. Even if you're really perfect at doing your gel liner, I still recommend setting it with a setting powder. All right, my eyes have been watering a lot lately, so I'm just gonna do some nude eyeliner on the bottom, which is perfect because I think that's a very classic pinup look. Now, not everybody then was really lining their waterlines and tear ducts. I think that's a slightly like newer technique. So I'm gonna keep mine nude, and I'm gonna take the matte eyeliner. You can always take white if you want, but like I said, I don't think doing too much on the lower lash line was very big, if anyone did it at all back then. Maybe more celebrities did little tricks for the camera then, but I think most women every day weren't up to those, you know, those tricks that Marilyn Monroe was doing. Oddly enough, I like to do small lashes with colorful looks to let the shadows stand on their own, but when it comes to nude looks, sometimes I like a fuller lash, a fuller lash to draw interest to an otherwise very clean, slim line basic eye. So I'm gonna take semi-big lashes, and these are the Red Cherry number 48, Inglot Gel Liner number 77, and I'm just gonna backtrack or track the lash line to hide the glue at all. Sometimes when your lash glue gets to dry white, if you're using clear lash glue, you know it's time to change your lash glue, so just a little heads up on that. Now for pinup style skin, you want sort of a matte foundation or a natural looking foundation. Now most skin types finishes aren't really all that matte, so it's okay to have a little bit of a sheen or a dew for that sort of healthy Marilyn Monroe pinup sexy look. What you don't really want to go for is like a tinted moisturizer, BB cream, anything with sparkle in it, because that's really makeup really didn't advance at that point to that level. The Too Faced Absolutely Flawless Flexible Coverage Concealer in the shade Perfect Nude, and I put that underneath my eyes and took about here. And then I took the Collection Illuminating Touch Light Diffusing Concealer number 2. I almost dropped it, number 2 Natural. This is such a light shade that I kind of like to transition my foundation, which matches my skin, with this first, and then lighten up right under here. And that just makes my face look a little bit more radiant, healthy. Otherwise it just can look very kind of just a little dark, a little too tan, a little too orange for my taste. A very nude blush. This is Too Faced Absolutely Flawless. Wait, sorry. This is Too Faced Full Bloom Cheek and Lip Cream Color in the shade Tea Rose. And basically they just used very flesh tone blushes, nothing too crazy. If you'd prefer to do like a hot pink, that would probably be cute. Just don't get too heavy on the face. That really wasn't the style then. They didn't put too much cheek color on, just enough to really look healthy. Okay, so the trick with doing red lips or bright lips, bold lips, is that you really want something with some staying power. You want something matte. So I actually took the Josie Maran Magic Marker Cheek and lip stain. Now you want to put this over a dry surface. If you have really good skin, you want to use that as a blush, you have to put it on your dry skin. You can't put it on moisturized skin because the pen will die. Now if you want to do on lips, do it on pre-conditioned lips, but don't do it over a lip balm. So this is Waltz, which oddly enough was a very outdated dance in the 50s. Taking this oddly enough outdated lip marker. I love the Josie Maran lip markers. They're vegan and they have argan oil in them. It's my second one. I had Cha-Cha before. Now what's really cool about them is you can build them up to the color intensity that you want, and they don't get on your glass. They stay on through a great deal of eating and drinking for the most part. So they're paraben free. You can recycle them. Put a lip balm over it or a clear gloss. You could do that as well. I like to leave it as is, especially because I'm going to be going out tonight and I want my lip to stay on because I really wanted to wear this red pencil, so obviously I didn't want a lot to go with the eyes, and I thought I'd show you a classic look while we're at it.